Back on the 17th. This was a moment ago. Lydia Ko for eagle.
Just turning a little bit right, kind of quick.
Certainly gave it a run.
Oh, her speed is off. She spent the first 5 years of her career never having trouble with speed.
She dragged that left?
Yes, she has. It's going towards the bunkers. Oh, it's right in the middle of the two bunkers.
Ooh.
I don't know if that's a good break.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think. They're quite deep, those bunkers, where there's a bit of green to work with.
I don't know if there's a professional golfer that wouldn't prefer a bunker shot over a little pitch if it was from a similar spot.
Is that her ball by the rake?
Yes.
That is not.
Over on the left, just by the green side bunker, at the top of the screen.
She's good from the bunkers too. I think she would have much rather it been in the bunker.
Yeah, she'd much rather have been on the green.
There's that.
Do you think 5 would have got onto the green?
I think she was guarding against potentially going long
with the 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, because over the green is a nightmare here. It's about 25 yards from the back of the green to the water, but it's just all downhill.
It's all shaved and all downhill until.
Now Stephanie Meadow.
And this is again a club that isn't going to go over the green. She's just got to hope it hits a hard bounce.
No, she hated it. There's no danger.
Yeah, the distance they have this hole at today is a bit of a tweener. I think that the longer players can't hit driver, yet 3-wood, 5-wood might not be enough, and
it's quite tough to get the ball to finish on the other side of the rake. I'm guessing he maybe hopped over and rang back down the slope. That's the ball of Se-Young Kim. So now Ali to manufacture something, as you said, Karen.
I think ultimately, if you want to try and get the ball on the green with a 3-wood, you've got to try and be hitting the draw. You've got to try and use the wind to get just a little bit extra carry out of it, and maybe a bit more run. And the right side of this green is a little bit higher, less of an upslope. That's going to leave her a pitch.
Not their best there. It's an awkward.
Although players get very nervous of going over the back of the green, so don't expect this one to be long.
It's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie will have that to get to 8 under for the week.
Well, it's easier too because you can see the green. I think when you are a little bit lower, you lose that depth perception a little bit.
Mm. 17th hole, looking across the sea of bunkers to that raised up green, and this is where Se-Young Kim's ball finished after they took the rake away.
Well, and it was resting up against the rake, and I think it's a good break. The rake stopped it from rolling back down the hill further onto some really tight lie, and that was from an upslope, and I think that made it a lot easier.
And she had that for 4 birdies in a row to get to 14 under. This is seemingly going to be the year of Se-Young Kim. I thought it might be the year of Danielle Kang.
Lydia Ko's had some years named after her. A few years ago, 18.
147 yards. I believe that was a 9-iron. When helping mostly from the right, this is right of the hole.
Okay.
All right.
Tied for 4th at 6 under. That'll be to get to 7.
And of course, now with Se-Young Kim in pretty close for another birdie. Kind of want to give yourself the best chance here. Well, she certainly went for it.
And she's now got that one for par.
Yeah, she's thrown everything.
Stephanie Meadow getting it together here towards the end of the round. Another birdie, so it's 3 birdies and 4 holes for the 28-year-old from Northern Ireland.
She finished this way too yesterday. Very similar manner with lots of birdies finishing up.
Yeah, we saw her finishing up at the 9th yesterday, didn't we? And she had 4 birdies in the last 5 holes yesterday. Now Ali McDonald for par.
This is a little bit on the tricky side, back down the hill.
We saw her one real stumbling block today on 8, where she had kind of a bump and run that she mis-executed. Similar, but obviously much longer on this hole. That turned into a double, and the last thing she'd want to do here is kind of compound one mistake with another one.
It would almost feel like a double too, Paige.
Yeah.
If she doesn't make this one.
Stroke.
Of course, looking like she will fall a further shot behind Se Young Kim. Par's not good enough when you're playing against Se Young by the looks of things. This is for birdie.
Well, it's just been this flurry of birdies as well. It's just kind of startling.
Yeah. Se Young Kim with a commanding lead. A win here would take her to the top of the standings in the Rolex Player of the Year race. 5-shot lead in the 3rd round of the Pelican Women's Championship.
Perfect. Great shot.
How many times has Paul said perfect or be good today?
I don't have enough fingers to count that.
He's positive, and actually she has talked about in the past the origination of their partnership came because she saw him work before she came out and played on the LPGA Tour and said, I want him for my caddy. And that's how the partnership began and has been going since day one.
Stephanie Meadow really has hung in today. Better than that, really. She's moved up.
Well, no doubt, and certainly these last few holes have really kind of solidifying her position here on this leaderboard with those 2 birdies. I mean, the putter remains her strong suit here this week. And looking through her results this year, she's been having a good year.
Yeah, I think everybody thinks you have to, be contending week in and week out or top 10s to feel like it's been a good year, but oftentimes steady, consistent results, you can feel the momentum building and knowing, you just get one hot week of a good putter and it'll fall your way.
It's more a testament, isn't it, to how great Se Young Kim is that she's had that kind of a year. For the Maria Fossies just to make cuts, for Stephanie Meadow to put herself up there in contention. These are huge building blocks, and Karen Ali McDonald went through those building blocks herself before winning.
No question about it. Most normal people do. People that aren't superhuman, like a Lydia Ko that comes out and busts on the scene.
Yeah.
You have to learn how to achieve and how to win out here, and that's what you're seeing.
Only 4 birdies at the 18th. Lydia Ko looking for one.
Rare putt from under the hole, Grant, turning a little left. Great look.
Maybe.
Oh, that's Lydia there.
She shoots 66 with a double bogey.
Just a little bit left.
Swing there.
Really safe, really smart.
Ali McDonald made an ace at the 12th. Got within 1. She's now 5 back. Loddick off left.
Slightly different angle. Going with the 8-iron. This doesn't have to be a big one, Paige. I'm going to expect to see that little cut off, follow through again here.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, I was going to say
either,
probably
is there?
just a few steps from exactly where she wanted to land it.
So Young Kim wasting no time.
Why would you when she's got all the confidence that she has right now and how she's been hitting it?
A little left,
It's
maybe.
from 126.
Wow. Well, she's working on the best round of the day. Just 3 bogeys in 53 holes, and she leads it by 5. Allie McDonald has a putt for birdie.
And again, when you're above the hole here, it's very slippery back down towards the hole. Break a bit left as well. It's a good looking roll.
Third toughest hole on the course today, and it will be a tap-in par. And the best round of the day, once she negotiates that final foot, 64. It will be for Se Young Kim, barring something strange. 64 strange enough on a day that we've seen winds gusting at times 20 miles per hour. Now Stephanie Meadow.
She's looking at a spot that's about, I'd say, 3 foot left of the hole almost. It's going to move significantly to the right. Really like how soft her hands are in the lines of her forearms down into the shaft of the putter. Very textbook.
They're going to do-si-do around the hole here to stay out of each other's lines. Do around the hole here to stay out of each other's lines.
I think players are still just really aware of that, even though you can tap down. Spike marks now.
Old habits.
Yep.
It's a nice finish for her day, though. 4 under on her last 8 holes.
No doubt. 68. Alone in third.
But again, not always in that position. Not often playing in the final group.
So Young Kim getting a good idea of where she stands. Of course, that standard tells the story as well. Some of the members here at Pelican Golf Club have come out.
Well, and typically you can hear applause around the golf course, even when there's, you know, just this amount of membership around. You would hear what's going on around you, but because it's been so windy, it's been very difficult to pick up on any vibe of what any of the other groups have been doing.
Par putt. Solid.
Good cleanup. Really nice cleanup.
These 3 will play together again tomorrow. Groups of 3. Well, a month ago, she finished up the final round of the KPMG Women's PGA Championship with a 63 to set the championship record. 266.
See you tomorrow. Mask on. Carol, mask on.
And we showed you that major championship live on Sky. It was seriously impressive. Se Young Kim will take a 5-shot lead into the final round. 64, 6 under for the world number 2. Great performance from Steph Meadow, 68. Some work to do on Sunday, and it's a great leaderboard all around. Lydia Ko, Brooke Henderson's up there. And Mel Reid, a nice, really nice fight back today from Mel. 65, moves up into the top 10, 2 under total, some 12 shots back. But Se Young Kim